And Skip, what do you make of Stefanski and not naming him QB2?
You know, I'm not objective about this, but this was hitting bottom yesterday. This is all-time shameful on the part of Kevin Stefanski. This was Kevin Stefanski pretty much declaring public war on Shedeur, or at least Cold War on Shedeur, because he won't even speak Shedeur's name in these interview sessions. It's like Parcells when T.O. was there. He wouldn't even call his name. He just called him the player. Remember that? And this is degenerated into every time he's asked about Shedeur, he just plays dodgeball and with a bunch of non-answers. And yesterday, he wouldn't even go so far as, and I understand your point about maybe it's not a great thing to be the number 2 on the depth chart. Okay, we'll get into that. I understand what you're talking about, but there's just a principle involved here where at least you acknowledge that by default, just by default, Flacco is now gone, Kenny Pickett's now gone, just by default, Shedeur moved up a slot. Yeah, if you want to call him second, you could say that. He's second on the depth chart. I guarantee you Bailey Zappi is now, and they're not putting it up on the website depth chart, but Bailey Zappi's second on the depth chart. I guarantee he'll dress at Pittsburgh, and he will be second in command at that position. And this is Kevin Stefanski showing you once and for all, I didn't want to draft him. I don't like his attitude. I don't like his presence on social media. And above all, if you want to know the truth about Kevin Stefanski, he fears his father. He fears that Dillon, if Shedeur ever gets a hold of the starting quarterback job in Cleveland, that before you know it, Dillon will replace Kevin Stefanski as the next head coach of the Cleveland Browns. Because Jimmy Haslam loves Dillon Sanders. And I love it that Haslam loves Dillon. They did have a big dinner with Shedeur and Dillon before the draft. And if Shedeur's ever going to get a shot here, it's only because Jimmy Haslam steps in and puts his foot down. And he's going to probably have to fire Stefanski because Stefanski is now saying, over my dead body will Shedeur get a shot with this year's Cleveland Browns. That's what he's saying to you because he's got no use for him or his father or the way he handles himself. And it just really makes me sick at my stomach. And when I read these quotes, just quickly from Stefanski yesterday, he got asked, well, what do you need to see from Shedeur? He said, I wouldn't say there's one thing you need to see. I have to do what's best for our players and our team. Any decision I make, I want to just make sure that I'm doing what's right for our players. Well, I don't know what that means because it probably doesn't mean anything, but the way I interpret it is he's saying, I've got to keep Shedeur out of the way because he can't play. That's what he's saying. I don't want to get him anywhere near a chance to be even the number 2 quarterback because he doesn't deserve to play on my team this year, and he had dug in before the draft, and shameful. You want to fight back? Or?
No, Akeem looked ready to go.
Skip, that's not how you finish.
I agree with you. I agree with you on the new Cody. I thought Akeem was ready to go.
No. Fight that. What's your take? Wait a minute.
I agree with you on how Stefanski is handling it. I'm not a fan of that. I don't think they're protecting Shedeur the way that they should. And I don't think they're protecting Dillon Gabriel either. I think it's been a terrible situation that he put both of them in. I think it could have been handled a lot differently. But I still feel the same way that I felt last week. I think for right now, in this specific moment, it benefits Shedeur more to be the 3 rather than being the number 2, just for now. Because when you go into a game plan or you go into a game week, you game plan for the strengths of your starting quarterback. Your backup gets a small emergency section on the call sheet so that if they have to come in, we're going to run some of these plays if the starter gets hurt, if we bench him, whatever happens. I don't want that to be Shedeur's first opportunity in the NFL. It's not fair to him. And I'll elaborate more on that for more context. When I was starting going through the week, when you're coming up with a game plan, you would tell the coach and the offensive coordinator, this is what I like, this is what I don't like. These are the sections that I feel comfortable with. These are the sections that we need to change. 3rd and 1 to 3, 3rd and 4 to 6, whatever it is, you'd start numbering 1, 2, 3, 4. I would go through the entire game plan and pick the plays I felt most comfortable with, and those would go into the first 15. Those would get called first on 3rd down, on 2nd down, red zone, goal line, any of that stuff. When I was the backup, you would get one meeting at the end of the week, maybe Friday or Saturday after walkthrough. You would come in, the OC would say, hey, give me like 10 plays you like. And you go up, oh, okay, here are the 10 I like. That's what goes into that section. And they're not plays that you feel comfortable with, that you would pick yourself. They're plays off of the starter's game plan that are already in that you have to pick from that they would put on that section. So that's tough. On top of that, the other thing that I don't like if Shedeur goes in at number 2 and gets thrown into the game is you don't get any reps with the ones at practice that week at all, especially when you have a rookie. When you have a vet, maybe you'll get 1 or 2 at the end of the period. When you're a rookie starting quarterback like Dillon Gabriel is, he is getting every single rep. And that's not just team periods. That's in red zone. That's in third down. That's in goal line. That's 7-on-7. That's even in routes on air. You would get up as a starter and go, hey, I'm going to throw with these starters, the guys that are going to be on the field first. When I'm done, hey, Shedeur or Zappy, you guys are good. Get the scout team guys, get the backups. I don't think if you put Shedeur at 2 right now, it's going to put him in the best position to go show what he can do at the NFL.
I got to interrupt real quick before you go. Do you remember Baker Mayfield as a rookie with the Cleveland Browns?
I do.
Do you remember what happened on a Thursday night on the solo NFL stage with Tyrod Taylor as the starting quarterback? I remember it well because it's 14-0 visiting team Sam Darnold's Jets at Cleveland, 14-0, and all of a sudden Tyrod Taylor gets hurt late second quarter. Baker Mayfield doesn't have his plays that he's picked that week. He didn't get reps that week. You don't have any. And Baker Mayfield has it. You knew right away. He steps in, and I don't know what plays got called. I don't know if he's changing plays at the line of scrimmage, and they take off. And from that point on, really in just barely over a half's work, he throws for 200 yards, and they outscore the Jets 21-3 and win the game 21-17. That can happen if you have it. Shedeur has it. And I don't disagree with your premise. If you have that quality where Shedeur's going to be a star in this league if anybody ever gives him a shot. If you have that and you get your shot, you just figure it out because you're that good.
Exactly.
Okay?
Yeah, I understand what you both are saying. Like I get what you're saying, and that's I've never heard it before.
Okay.
Right, when you're talking about how to play this. What Skip is saying, if you are just a natural guy, the playbook that you give me when you put me in superstardom just overshine.
It just takes
because what happens is most things are created for emergencies. So you just play with this little playbook. Someone that just is a gifted person will learn how to put what he does onside that field. What I personally don't like is this. It's like you as a coach is taking this like a personal challenge.
Yeah, that's true.
To show him he is not relevant in this system.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When in reality, he's the most talked about person in this organization. The only reason we care about the Browns is because of him. The only reason people are really asking you questions and wanting to understand what's going on is because of him. Yeah. So the fact that you're scared of his father, who's in college, having his own issues with his team, if that's who you are afraid of, something's really wrong with you anyway. But if reverse psychology, if I know I'm scared of your father, my best friend is going to be who? Your son. Right? If I'm best friends with him and I'm sitting here, hey, you're gonna do hey, I need you to get some of these plays. I want to put you in. You love me.
Right.
You love me. You're not gonna be like, hey, Pop, I'm good over here, Pop. Like he's doing everything for me right now. The one thing that they want to do now, if the owner loves them, is get rid of you.
Right.
You put a target on your back. He don't like you. The owner don't like you. The father don't like you. So the first person that goes is you. Why are you even putting yourself in the middle? You should be wise enough as a human to see this play. This is chess. You should see these moves already. Yeah. I have a superstar coming in. The father wants the job. The son is here. The media is here. The owner loves him. I'm going to talk him up. Right? I'm going to give him these opportunities. So the fact that he's not even getting passes and opportunities is horrible also. Like, I don't even understand why you don't like. It's a quarterback. You're supposed to be getting some goddamn plays in.
It's like he know he gone or something.
Yeah.
It's like Stefanski just know he gone. And if I'm gone, I'm gonna do it my way.
Yeah.
Like I'm doing it my way when I'm going.
That is
true.
true.
I mean, if you think about it, if you want to get some good grace from the city, the whole city on your head.
Yeah.
If you want to get some good
locker
grace
room
from the
probably
city,
too.
just say Shedeur is my backup. Yes, Shedeur my backup quarterback. Everybody in the city be like, all right,
They coming to the game because they think he might
They're
play.
coming to
like,
the
you know what I'm saying?
game.
That's what I'm
Don't
saying.
take it.
So, man, I don't even think he care at this point. He gonna go out swinging his way.
No job.
And as far as the backup quarterback, shit, I'm with
What
Cody,
if this
bro.
is
Who
the
cares?
chance to save your job? I'd be like,
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
Wait,
Go
say it
man.
The job is gone.
You're what? You're with,
I'm with Cody. Yeah, who cares? Who cares who's the backup quarterback? Shedeur probably like, bro, if I'm the backup quarterback, if he get hurt or something, I go in, cool. If not, shit, they lose 2 more games, I'm the starter.
Yeah.
So who cares? Like he know, he's smiling, he's chilling, he knows.
But what if you lose the
owner
locker
told
room
him
over it?
personally. Owner knows. He said Shedeur get his shot, right? So he know, all right, shit, I'm gonna get my shot. I'm just gonna stay prepared. I'm gonna keep this smile on my face. I'm gonna keep doing what I've been doing. And it's only way Stefanski does what he's doing right now is just pure hate, bro. You seen it when he got drafted, the face he was making, bro. He just despised his aura. He don't like it, period. You know what I'm saying? He just don't like Shedeur himself. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want him to be the starter, you don't want him to be the backup. I ain't want to draft him. But only thing he does is lead the team and you call the plays. That's your job. Whoever the owner say put at quarterback, you lead the team and call the plays. So it's out of his hands, just like the draft was out of his hands. So who cares what he think? This your last year coaching here, probably anyway. You've been trash since you've been here. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is.
True.
He
that's
took
my
him to the
point,
playoffs
though.
twice,
Yeah.
I think.
What it keeps saying is,
Thanks to Baker.
and to your point, Skip, that did happen. Baker came in and played
He
well.
did.
And I'm not saying Shedeur can't do that. I think he could. But if you want to give him the best opportunity going forward, if Dillon Gabriel gets hurt, knock on wood, I don't want that to happen, or you bench him at halftime and they're up by 28 or whatever, they're losing the game, and they take him out. Let Bailey Zappi go in, finish the rest of that game, and then that following week you go to Shedeur and say, you are the starter. Let's build a game plan around
You really
you.
think he'll
Let's
do that?
put you. If he doesn't, that's when my opinion
He's a
changes.
Shedeur
If-
hater.
if-
He's
if-
not
you
nobody
can't
want to
justify-
hear that shit, man.
But you can't, if they don't, I know, but I'm talking about longevity for Shedeur Sanders.
I'm talking
My
about
Stefanski doesn't care
business.
about
My
it.
focus is, yes, I know what you're saying, but my focus is giving this young man the best opportunity to succeed for his career. To me, that is building a game plan for him. He's not on a great team. We can all, if he was on a great team, I would probably feel a little better maybe at him at the number 2 because you have a defense
You
that
on
can
a
help
pretty
you.
good goddamn team.
They got a
Yeah.
good defense, they got a good run game, but you're on a team that's not ran well. That's a better way to say it. You're on an organization that doesn't handle quarterbacks the right way. That's where my concern comes in.
You
is
should
that-
know, right?
And I was in that situation, but my point being is I think it benefits him more, especially if the head coach doesn't like you and people want to see you fail within the organization. I hope that's not true, but if it is, if they put you in a situation that's not beneficial to you and you struggle in one half, they go, oh, see?
Yeah.
I told you he wasn't going to live up to it. But if you give him a week to prepare and go through the game plan, and he's the starter, he says, I want 1, 2, 3, and 4. I want these. Hey, Tommy Reese, I want these plays. I feel good about these plays like you did for Dillon. Give us an equal playing field. Let me go show what I can do in that opportunity. But yes, if he goes, say something happens to Dillon, and they go to Zappi, no, I'm out on that. That can't happen.
Yeah.
You can't go forward and not give Shedeur an opportunity. He has to be the starter. But that's why right now I'm fine. Put Zappi at 2, whatever you want to call it. Backup's a backup.
Like, yeah,
Let
who
him finish
cares?
the game. Then
No,
Shedeur is the best starter.
Like, listen, if I was the owner, you're going to be the coach and you're going to sound just like that, right? You're going to sell me something. You're not going to pretend he doesn't exist, right? And that's what that coach does. The problem here is this. You're putting so much pressure on Dillon.
Yep.
At this point, Coach, how you feel about Shedeur is how every Shedeur fans feel about Dillon, right? And I'm saying, at least if you're not going to put him in, sell tickets, right? Third quarterback, he ain't getting in. I'm not going. Quarterback 2,
Well,
he has a chance. He has a chance. We're going. Because that little left-hand small guy right there might get hurt and we get Shedeur. That's what a fan, we're delusional, right? We've seen what LA did, ticket sales when LeBron did the what's the name, right? $800. It went from $60 to $800. With the idea, it's the idea. The idea of him
But you
being
think
quarterback
coach
This goes
cares
back to
about
my
that?
point, though, that now they're just using Shedeur to benefit themselves
Yes.
within the organization, and that's not doing right.
Hey, I'm going to fire
But
you
nobody
anyway.
can-
Let's fire if you just put money in my pocket.
Yeah.
If I look at my pocket, be like, oh, hey, you know what? Hey, you did good by tricking everybody. I like that. You can trick us. Trick me. QB2. Hell yeah. QB2. Right before the game. QB3. Watch out.
Then in that case, hypothetical, then I'd rather him say, hey, Zappy's number 2 going forward, but if we make a change, Shedeur, you're up next. Let that be known then, at least to say, hey, he's next in line, but right now, Zappy has more experience. He's the veteran. We'll let him be there as a emergency
Belichick
guy.
drafted him.
If he needs to go in, he's played some games. I feel comfortable with him. I want to give Shedeur the best opportunity. If something happens, then we'll give him the starter. Hopefully the bye week. And look,
they don't even trick no.
I don't want to say all this too, and I don't want it to get lost. Dillon Gabriel is collateral in all this. I'm not rooting on his downfall. I hope he plays well. I hope they both have successful careers. But I'm with you right now.
Okay, but here's the point about what you were saying about why didn't the coach buddy up to Shedeur to protect himself? The coach has a new pet project, and it's Dillon Gabriel. Dillon Gabriel is a really good kid. He's very likable. He's very personable and has a big, good heart. But he's not nearly as talented as Shedeur. But the point is, Stefanski and company drafted him 50 slots ahead of Shedeur. And now Stefanski is dug in because it is angering him that there's so much animosity directed toward his pet project, Dillon. Because the world, like you and I'm admitting it publicly, I'm rooting against Dillon. I don't have any hate for him. I just don't want him to succeed. And I know
it is what it is.
Like, he's a 3rd-round pick.
Yeah.
I was a 3rd-round pick, and you're disposable. You're not a 1st-round pick that we invested in. I'm not saying that Dillon
don't matter what round you is.
If you're a 1st-round pick, you're going to get more opportunities. As a 3rd-round pick, yes, you're going to go before the 5th-round pick. You're going to go first, but that leash is a lot shorter.
Sure.
It's not a guy that's going to get rep after rep.
But I will
bet
bet you that Kevin has fallen in love with Dillon Gabriel because he's smart.
After one game, I don't think so. He played decent, but I don't think he's fallen in love with them. I think he's earned another start, but I don't think he's sold. I think if you're Kevin Stefanski, you have to give both an opportunity this year. If you're the Browns organization, whether Dillon plays really good, they keep winning games, they do some things well, I think you have to give both of them an opportunity to see what you have going forward, regardless.
Stefanski ain't making no decisions, man.
You don't think so?
Not anymore.
No, man.
No.
Well, he is right now, but not in the long run.
If when they want Shedeur to play, Shedeur's gonna play. It's just a pecking order. He the 3rd-round pick. Okay, he go next. You better turn this thing around. You better give us a reason to not put Shedeur in, because if you play like you played last week, conservative and lose, you got about 2 more games, bro. If you come in and you 0-3. Then, like you said, that leash ain't long. You out of there. Let's see what Shedeur gonna do with this good defense and this good run game. So,
and I'm gonna say it again.
It don't matter what Stefanski want to do.
Pro Football Focus ranks Cleveland's defense
top
number
dog.
one. Number one.
Top dogs.
Okay, so it scares me
and
because
they can run the ball good. Too.
Hey,
all they missing is a winning quarterback. Somebody with some
well.
aura who gonna come in this thing and lead. And I guarantee you, they win a game once they put a winner. Man, you could take a winner. Take Jalen Hurts and put him in for Cleveland right now. They'd be one of the top teams in the league.
They would. Agree.
Take Jared Goff and put him in with Cleveland right now. They'd be one of the top teams in the league, bro.
Maybe.
Jared Goff playing everywhere. That's all he do is.
All right.
That's all he do.
I'm not.
All right, let's move on.
Even if you're Dillon, right, and let's say the coach, we buddy, right? I gotta think if you're going to get fired, I'm done too. I'm done too because they don't want me either.
Right.
Right? So I'm going to be saying, hey, listen, for survival here, we playing against the Steelers.
We playing against the Browns.
Right? No, we playing against the Steelers this week. Put him in. They got a great deal. Put him in. Let him go out there fail so people can see it. And then now I look a little bit better.
Yeah.
If I go against the Steelers and I look bad, I'm done. Every game I look decent, I'm done. I have to look like a superhero. A superhero just for people not to boo. That's the problem here. Yeah. Well, like, he has to be damn near perfect for Cleveland fans to be at here. Yeah. Every interception, boo, get him off the field. Yeah. Like, he has no room.
If he win a game, then he backdoor with another win, Cleveland, that'd be cool.
That'd be cool.
We got Shedeur on the bench, but shit, we winning games right now. That's the dog pound. They adamant about their team. You know what I'm saying? They want to win. If you playing and you not winning, then of course they gonna fucking boo. I don't care how you play. We not winning, bro. Sit your ass down.
They're gonna boo him louder, and I don't.
We'll find out. Let's move on. Let's talk about some winning teams right now.